The blue light is bleeding all over the sheets, while the world is asleep on a suburban street. I've typed out 1,000 beginnings and ends before the delete and the shaking of hands. I'm watching the bubbles that never appear, like a ghost in a machine that I'm holding so near. The battery's dying, the signal is weak, and I'm losing the words that I'm dying to speak. I check the connection, I check the time, trying to find reason in a digital crime. The silence is heavy, a weight on my chest, while my thumb keeps on scrolling with no place to rest. There's no reply tonight, just a hollowed out screen in the coldest of spaces that live in between. I'm shouting at satellites, begging the air, but the echo is telling me you're just not there. Is it red or delivered? Does it even matter? The porcelain heart is starting to shatter. I'm left with a question that's burning so bright, and a cold empty phone with no reply tonight. I remember when pings were the sound of my name. Now it's just static and a different kind of game. Are you staring at my name and wishing I'd stop? Or am I just a pebble you decided to drop? I'm checking the status, I'm checking the light in the middle of a long and a lit-haunted night. I'd rather you hate me, I'd rather you shout than the slow motion way that you're shutting me out. I check the connection, I check the time, trying to find reason in a digital crime. The silence is heavy, a weight on my chest, while my thumb keeps on scrolling with no place to rest. There's no reply tonight, just a hollowed out screen in the coldest of spaces that live in between. I'm shouting at satellites, begging the air, but the echo is telling me you're just not there. Is it red or delivered? Does it even matter when the porcelain heart is starting to shatter? I'm left with a question that's burning so bright, and a cold empty phone with no reply. And the world could be right. One little hate in the middle of the night, but the screen is just black and the pixels are dead, and I'm drowning in everything we never said. No reply tonight, just a ghost in the glass. No reply tonight, watching the hours pass. I'm putting it down on the nightstand now, trying to sleep, but I don't know how. No reply, just the dark, just me. Kettle is whistling for a party of one, and shadows are stretching, chasing the sun. I set the table out of habit, I guess. 2 porcelain plates in this quiet mess, but the wood of the floor doesn't creak by the door, and the silence is louder than ever before. I'm staring at the space where you used to sit, trying to find light where the candles aren't lit. I've got your favorite sweater on the back of the wood. I trade my tomorrow to change what I should, but the kitchen is frozen, the tea's getting cold in a house full of stories that don't never be told. Now there's one chair empty at the edge of the night, one less shadow in the morning light. I'm talking to the air like you're still in the room, but I'm just a ghost in a garden of gloom. It's a heavy kind of hollow, a bitter kind of blue, to look across the table and not see you. The world keeps spinning, but I don't know why. With one chair empty and a permanent goodbye. I found your old bookmark on page 42. Life interrupted, just like me and you. I haven't moved the mail that's piled by your seat, afraid that the cleaning would make it complete. Every how was your day hits the ceiling and falls, echoing back from these four lonely walls. I'm eating my dinner with a view of the ghost of the version of us that I needed the most. I got your favorite sweater on the back of the wood. I'd say my tomorrow to change what I should, but the kitchen is frozen, the tea's getting cold in a house full of stories that'll never be told. Now there's one chair empty at the edge of the night, one less shadow in the morning light. I'm talking to the air like you're still in the room, but I'm just a ghost in a garden of gloom. It's a heavy kind of hollow, a bitter kind of blue, to look across the table and not see you. The world keeps spinning, but I don't know why. With one chair empty and a permanent goodbye. I thought about moving it back to the wall, to hide all the space, to feel a bit small, but moving that chair feels like letting you go. And I'm not quite ready for the end of the show. One chair empty, just a gap in the dark. One chair empty, missing the spark. I'll leave a light on just in case you return, but I'm just the ash of a bridge that we burned. One chair gold in the trees is starting to rust, and our summer so promises turned into dust. I'm wearing your flannel to keep out the chill, but the house is so quiet, the air is so still. The crickets are faded, the nights are getting long, like a radio signal that's losing the song. I saw the first leaf hit the hood of your car, and realized we aren't as close as we are. The school bus is humming at the end of the street, but there's no more rhythm in the show full of feet. The harvest is coming, the fields are all brown, and I'm watching the walls of our life tumble down. It was our last September, the end of the line, a beautiful season of running out of time. The apples are falling and booze in the ground, while we're losing the magic that we never quite found. It's a longing for sunset, a chill in the bone, a masterpiece painted for me to see alone. Yeah, the calendar's turning and I'm losing the ember in the cold dying light of our to the fair on a Saturday night, but we didn't look right in the Ferris wheel light. You were looking at maps, I was looking at you, trying to hold on to the sky that was blue. Now the boots are all folded, the cotton candy's gone, and I'm shivering here in a frost-covered dawn. I'm checking the porch for a shadow or a sign, but the only thing left is this jacket of mine. The school bus is humming at the end of the street, but there's no more rhythm in the shuffle of feet. The harvest is coming, the fields are all brown, and I'm watching the walls of our life tumble down. It was our last September, the end of the line, a beautiful season of running out of time. The apples are falling and bruising the ground, but we're losing the magic that we never quite found. It's a long year after sunset, a chill in the bone, a masterpiece painted for me to see alone. Yeah, the calendar's turning and I'm losing the ember in the cold dying light of our last September. October is coming with a suitcase and rain to wash out the colors and muffle the pain, but I give all the winters and springs just to stay in the middle of us on a mid-September day. Our last September, the bonfire's out. Our last September, what was it about? Just a season of leaving, a change of the air, waking up, realizing you're not even there. September, the last one, the street lamp is buzzing a low, lonely hum, tracing the patterns of what we've become. The sheets are as cold as a January rain. I'm tracing the shadows to muffle the pain. I reach for your side, but the fabric is flat, just a hollowed out space where a heartbeat once sat. The moon is a sliver of ice in the sky, watching the ghost of a love start to die. The clock on the wall is just stealing my breath. Every tick is a reminder, a small kind of death. The walls are closing in with a shade of regret on a heart that hasn't learned how to forget. In these pale blue nights I'm shivering still, climbing a mountain and losing the will. The color of leaving is all that I see in the gap in the hallway where you used to be. It's a neon exhaustion, a sapphire sting, the weight of the promise and the ghost of the ring. just the way that a lonely heart grows pale blue, pale blue, without you. I'm tracing the lines of your face in a photograph, trying to remember the lilt of your laugh, but the edges are fraying and the colors are thin, and I'm losing the battle I'm trapped within. The scent of your perfume is leaving the sheets like a ghost in the static, a rain on the streets. I'm holding my breath just to keep you in place, but I'm reaching for shadows in a hollowed out space. The static is rising, the signal is weak, and I'm losing the comfort I'm dying to seek. I'm fighting the morning, I'm fighting the light to keep you a little bit longer tonight. Please don't fade, don't turn into gray. Don't let the memory just flicker away. I'm white knuckle holding the ghost of your hand like a castle of water on a beach made of sand. You're the only horizon I've ever known, and I'm terrified here in the dark on my own. It's a slow motion vanishing, heartbreaking trade. Oh baby, please, please don't fade. I walked to the car, but the bench was just wood, not the altar of always where we once stood. I'm repeating your name like a prayer or a spell to keep from forgetting the way that it fell from your lips to my ear in a midsummer haze. Before we were lost in these wintertime days, every I love you is a brain in the blast, and I'm watching the best of our history pass. The static is rising, the signal is weak, and I'm losing the comfort I'm dying to seek. I'm fighting the morning, I'm fighting the light to keep you a little bit longer tonight. Please don't fade, don't turn into gray. Don't let the memory just flicker away. I'm white knuckle holding the ghost of your hand like a castle of water on a beach made of sand. You're the only horizon I've ever known, and I'm terrified here in the dark on my own. It's a slow motion vanishing, a heartbreaking trade. Oh baby, please, please don't fade. If you disappear, then who will I be? Just a man shaped whole by a saltwater sea. Stay in the curse, stay in the blur, stay the beautiful person you once were. Please don't fade, the sun's getting bright. Please don't fade into the light. I'm closing my eyes so I can still see the version of you that was staying with me. Don't fade, stay gold, stay mine. Please don't fade. still steaming in your favorite cup. You didn't stay till the sun came up. I didn't hear a suitcase roll across the floor, or the heavy click of the deadbolt on the door. You didn't leave a note or a tear on the sheet, just a sudden absence that feels so complete. The hallway is holding its breath in the dark, searching for the ghost of a lingering spark. No screaming matches, no slamming the gate, just a slow motion move of a soul-crushing weight. You slip through the fingers of a life we both built, leaving me drowning in the silence of guilt. It was a quiet exit, a whisper in the hall, the sound of a picture sliding off of the wall. You didn't say it's over, you just ceased to be the other half of the us and the we. Now the house is a cavern of things left unsaid, and I'm sleeping alone on your side of the bed. No fire, no fury, no long drawn out why, just a quiet exit and a hidden goodbye. I checked the driveway and the gravel was still. The morning air carried a different kind of chill. I looked for your keys, but the hook was just bare. Like you never lived here, like you were never there. Is this how it happens? Does love just retreat like a low tide ocean on a midsummer heat? I'm waiting for the noise of your car in the drive to prove that this feeling is still halfway alive. No screaming matches, no slamming the gate, just a slow motion move of a soul-crushing weight. You slipped through the fingers of a life we both built, leaving me drowning in a silence of guilt. It was a quiet exit, a whisper in the hall, the sound of a picture sliding off of the wall. You didn't say it's over, you just ceased to be the other half of the us and the we. Now the house is a cavern of things left unsaid, and I'm sleeping alone on your side of the bed. No fire, no fury, no long drawn out why, just a quiet exit and a hidden goodbye. If you'd broken the dishes, I could have fought back. If you'd shouted the truth, I could follow the track. But how do I fix what just vanished in air? How do I hate you when you aren't even there? A quiet exit, a door left ajar. A quiet exit, I don't know where you are. Just the hum of the fridge and the tick of the clock, and the sound of my heart turning over the lock. Quiet, so quiet. Goodbye. The street lamp is casting a pale frozen glow on the footprints we left half an hour ago. I'm watching the powder erase where you stood, filling the gaps in the neighborhood. There wasn't a shout or a slam wooden door, just a muffled goodbye as you stepped off the floor. Now the world is a blanket of silver and white, and I'm losing my mind in the middle of the night. No thunder to tell me the storm was in town, just a billion small pieces all falling down. I'm reaching for warmth, but the air is too thin, and the frost is beginning to crawl on my skin. It was quiet like snow, the soft-spoken and the kind of a breaking you can't even mend. You slip through my fingers and into the gray, like a midwinter dream at the break of the day. No fire, no fury, no bridge in a blaze, just a slow motion vanishing into the haze. I'm buried in silence and nowhere to go, watching you leave me, so quiet like snow. I found your old scarf on the hook by the light, but it's lost all the heat from the middle of the fight. Except there was no fight, just a steady retreat, like the sound of the tires on a slush-covered street. How do I scream when there's no one to hear, when the ghost of your presence is heavy and near? I'm shoveling memories out of the drive, trying to keep a dead feeling alive. No thunder to tell me the storm was in town, just a billion small pieces all falling down. I'm reaching for warmth, but the air is too thin, and the frost is beginning to crawl on my skin. It was quiet like snow, the soft-spoken and the kind of a breaking you can't even mend. You slip through my fingers and into the gray, like a midwinter dream at the break of the day. No fire, no fury, no bridge in a blaze, just a slow motion vanishing into the haze. I'm buried in silence and nowhere to go, watching you leave me, so quiet like the ice on the window is making a cage, and I'm stuck on the words of a half-finished page. I'd rather the lightning, I'd rather the rain than this beautiful, muffled and colorless pain. Quiet like snow, the garden is gone. Quiet like snow, in the cold of the dawn. I'm just a shadow in a white on white room, waiting for spring or midwinter too. Quiet, so quiet. Goodbye, goodbye. We're two ships passing in a harbor of fog, just a couple lines in a travel log. You were headed for the mountains, I was bound for the sea, and the timing was a thief that stole you from me. I found the right heart but at the wrong hour, like a summer bloom caught in a winter shower. We have all the magic but none of the days, stuck in the middle of a temporary heaven. Perfect melody in a broken key, the right kind of you for the wrong kind of me. We've got the fire but the wood is too wet, falling in love while the sun's trying to set. It's the right person but the wrong time, a beautiful mountain that I'm not allowed to climb. We're a masterpiece painted on a crumbling wall, building a tower just to watch it all fall. I wait a lifetime if the clocks would just stop, but the world doesn't care about us at all. Just the wrong time. You're leaving on Tuesday for a life across the map, while I'm still filling in the holes and the gaps. If we met 3 years back or 5 years ahead, think of all the goodbyes we never have said. But the calendar's cool and the seasons are fast, and we're built out of glass that wasn't meant to last. I'm memorizing the way that you laugh in the dark before we're extinguished by a missing spark. We've got the fire, but the wood is too wet. Falling in love while the sun's trying to set. It's the right person, but the wrong time. A beautiful mountain that I'm not allowed to climb. We're a masterpiece painted on a crumbling wall, building a tower just to watch it all fall. I wait a lifetime if the clocks would just stall, but the world doesn't care about us at all. Yeah, we're the right rhythm, but we're out of line. The right person, just the wrong time. Maybe in another life we're the ones who stay. Maybe in another world the sky isn't gray. But in this one, the train's pulling out of the yard, and loving you now is just getting too hard. The right person, the wrong time. I'll keep your ghost in the back of my mind. A perfect us in a different year, but I'm losing you now, and I'm losing you here. Just the wrong time. Right soul, wrong life. Goodbye. I saw your taillights bleeding through the silver mist, the ghost of a promise and a half-hearted kiss. You're hidden in the gas like the devil's behind, trying to outrun the things in your mind. I'm standing barefoot on the cold gravel drive, wondering how we're gonna stay alive when you're treating our home like a house on fire, and I'm just a smoke on a telephone wire. The map is a mess of the places we've been, but you're looking for exits again and again. I'm holding the anchor, you're cutting the rope in a high-speed collision with the end of our hope. Oh, you're running from us, you're running so fast, trying to shatter the ghost of our past. You think if you cross every border and line, you'll leave all the yours and the ours and the mine. But the rear view is holding the look on my face, and there isn't a highway to outrun this space. Yeah, the engine is screaming, the pavement is dust, and I'm watching you, baby, just running from us. You packed all your secrets in a cardboard box, but you can't outpace the ticking of clocks. Every mile you put between your heart and this story's just a reminder of what you're not anymore. I check the GPS. Saw you heading out west to a desert where memories can finally rest. But the scent of my perfume is stuck in the fence, and the silence you're seeking is making no sense. The map is a mess of the places we've been, but you're looking for exits again and again. I'm holding the anchor, you're cutting the rope in a high-speed collision with the end of our hope. Oh, you're running from us, you're running so fast, trying to shatter the ghost of our past. You think if you cross every border and line, you'll leave all the yours and the ours and the mine. But the rear view is holding the look on my face, and there isn't a highway to outrun this space. Yeah, the engine is screaming, the pavement is dust, and I'm watching you, baby, just running from us. If I could chase you, I'd run till my lungs started burning. But I'm tired of the wheels and the way they keep turning. I'm letting you go to the white painted lines, the hollowed out freedom that a lonely heart finds. Running from us, the tank's getting low. Running from us, nowhere to go. I'm turning the porch light off into the dark and burying the remains of our very last spark. Running, still running, gone. The water was glassy, a mirror for the sky, until the very moment that you said goodbye. One heavy word like a stone in the lake. Now I'm watching the surface start to ripple and break. I thought we were steady, I thought we were deep, but I was just guarding a secret you couldn't keep. The reflection is jagged, the image is torn, and I'm shivering here in the light of the morn. I didn't see the storm clouds, I didn't feel the wind, I didn't know the end was about to begin. The silence was peaceful, or so I believe, but it was just a mask for the way you deceive. Now it's a shattered calm, a broken kind of still. I'm trying to fix it, but I know I never will. The pieces are floating, the edges are sharp, like a jagged old string on a rusted out harp. You walked on the water and left me to drown in the wreckage of a life that's been turned upside down. It's a beautiful ruin, a terrifying charm, living in the wake of the shattered calm. The tea's on the counter, the clock's on the wall, but nothing feels solid in this house at all. 1 minute I'm standing, the next I'm a ghost, haunting the kitchen where I loved you the most. How does a heart go from quiet to loud, from a clear blue horizon to a thunderous cloud? The air is too heavy, the floor is too far. I'm just a vibration of the person you are. I didn't see the storm clouds, I didn't feel the wind, I didn't know the ending was about to begin. The silence was peaceful, so I believed, but it was just a mask for the way you deceive. Now it's a shattered calm, broken kind of still. Trying to fix it, but I know I never will. The pieces are floating, the edges are sharp, like a jagged old string on a rusted out harp. You walked on Shattered calm, picking up the glass. Shattered calm, watching seasons pass. The ripples are fading, but the stones at the bottom, like every I love you that you've since forgotten. Shattered, so still, so cold. Walked out where the world was white and cold, with a story that was never meant to be told. I felt the shiver underneath our feet, where the frozen river and the danger meet. You held my hand and told me not to look down, but the sky was grey and the leaves were brown. I trusted the surface, I trusted the frost, never counting the minutes or the heavy cuts. We were skating on a promise that was paper thin, waiting for the moment that the cold set in. I heard a sound like a heartbeat snapping in two, and I realized the winter was hiding the truth. It was a thin ice love, a beautiful mistake, waiting for the pressure and you never to break. I was building a mansion on a frozen lake, giving you more than a heart ought to take. Now the water is rising and the crystal is gone, and I'm freezing in the middle of a bitter dawn. We fell through the cracks of a sky above, drowning in the wreckage of a thin ice love. I'm gasping for air while you're safe on the shore, watching me sink like I'm nothing anymore. Was it all just a dare? Was it all just a game? To see if the ice could remember my name. The numbness is creeping from my toes to my chest. I gave you my soul and you gave it a rest. I see your silhouette fading into the pines, while I'm lost in the middle of these jagged lines. We were skating on a promise that was paper thin, waiting for the moment that the cold set in. I heard a sound like a heartbeat snapping in two, and I realized the winter was hiding the truth. It was a thin ice love, a beautiful mistake, waiting for the pressure and the inevitable break. I was building a mansion on a frozen lake, giving you more than a heart ought to take. Now the water is rising and the crystal is gone, and I'm freezing in the middle of a bitter dawn. We fell through the cracks of a sky above, drowning in the wreckage of a thin ice love. They say the spring will come and melt the pain, but everything I had is washing down the drain. You can't fix a heart that's been soaked in the deep, or wake up a love that's falling asleep under the blue, under the blue. Thin ice love. I can't feel my fingers. Thin ice love. Only the coldness lingers. I'm going under. I'm slipping away into the dark of a December day. Thin ice, just ice. Goodbye. Goodbye. I found the letter you left on the net, under the shadow of where we once sat. You're finally saying the things I once craved, but the bridge is already in the water we braved. I spent 1,000 nights begging for air, while you were a ghost who was never quite there. Now you're standing here with a shaking hand on a shifting beach made of stolen sand. The clock on the walls run out of its tick. The wick of our candle is burned to the brick. I've already mourned the us that I knew, and I've run out of ways to be broken by you. It's too late to try, it's too late to mend. We've already reached the bitterest end. You can't fix a vase that's been ground into dust, or kindle a fire from a heart full of rust. I'm already gone, though I'm standing right here. I've cried every drop of my very last tear. So save all your sorries and your beautiful lie, because baby, it's just too late to try. You're talking about how you finally changed, but the furniture in my soul's been rearranged. I've learned how to sleep on my own side of the bed and silence the echoes of the things that you said. If you come to me when the wound was still red, we might have had something to keep us both said. But the hunger is past and the garden is dead, and I'm following a different map now instead. The clock on the wall has run out of its tick. The width of our candle is burned to the brick. I've already mourned the us that I knew, and I've run out of ways to be broken by you. It's too late to try, it's too late to mend. We've already reached the bitterest end. You can't fix a vase that's been ground into dust, or kindle a fire from a heart full of rust. I'm already gone, though I'm standing right here. I've cried every drop of my very last tear. So save all your sorries and your beautiful lie, because baby, it's just too late to try. I waited for you in the cold and the dark, until I ran out of the very last spark. Don't ask for a miracle, don't ask for a sign, when you're the one who drew the finish line. Too late to try, the engine is cold. Too late to try, the stories are told. I'm closing the door and I'm turning the key on the version of you that was staying with me. Too late, just too late. Goodbye. I found the letter just too late, too late, just too late, just too on the love too late, too late, too late, too The door is still humming from the way it was slammed, and the I'm sorry is stuck in a throat that is jammed. I watched your taillights bleed into the rain, leaving a roadmap of static and pain. You didn't give me the grace of a final look, just ripped out the ending favorite book. Now I'm standing in the hall with my mouth open wide, choking on the words that are dying inside. We're a sentence that's missing a period at the end, a break in the wire that nobody can mend. I'm reaching for a closure that's out of my sight, left in the dark of an unfinished night. It's an unfinished goodbye, a lingering sting, a song that's forgotten how it's supposed to ring. You left the TV on and the window ajar, but I don't even know where the hell you are. I'm trapped in the calm of the pause and the breath of a love that is facing a slow motion death. My heart is a question with no why or when, just an unfinished goodbye again and again. I found your keys in the bowl by the phone, a silver reminder that I'm truly alone. But how can you leave when your jacket's still here, when the scent of your spirit is heavy and near? I'm waiting for the click of the lock to engage, to tell me we're moving to a different stage. But the silence is hard. unfinished goodbye. The stories are old. I'm still waiting for the rest of the sound, but you're nowhere to be found. Just the good, but never the bye. Never the bye. I saw you laughing at the table by the glass, watching the world and the city buzzes past. You wearing that sweater with the thread pulling loose, the one I used to tease you about, what's the use? I almost walked over to brush back your hair. Before I remembered, I don't belong there. You're leaning in close to a stranger's soft side, and I'm just a ghost with no place left to hide. The ghost of your touch is a weight on my skin, a door that is locked from the side you're not in. I'm holding a ticket for a train that has gone, standing in shadows and waiting for dawn. Now you're just a story I'm not allowed to tell, a heaven I lost for a beautiful hell. I'm memorizing the space where your hand used to fit, in a cold dark room where the fire's unlit. It's a hollowed out heart and a bitter design, to see you so happy and not be mine. Yeah, the world's still spinning and looking so fine, but I'm dying to reach for what used to be mine. Found your old keychain in the back of the car, a silver reminder of how far we are from the late night drives and the radio songs. Back when I knew just where I belong. Now I'm checking my phone for a ghost of a text, wondering who's gonna be holding you next. You've rewritten the ending and changed every line, while I'm still stuck reading what used to be mine. The ghost of your touch is a weight on my skin, a door that is locked from the side you're not in. I'm holding a ticket for a train that is gone, standing in shadows and waiting for dawn. Now you're just a story I'm not allowed to tell, a heaven I lost for a beautiful hell. I'm memorizing the space where your hand used to fit, in a cold dark room where the fire's unlit. It's a hollowed out heart and a bitter design, to see you so happy and not be mine. Yeah, the world's still spinning and looking so fine, but I'm dying to reach for what used to be mine. I trade all my betters to go back to words, to the beautiful blessing that turned to a curse. If I could just hold you for 1 second more, I'd never let go like I did once before. Used to be mine, the shadows are long. Used to be mine, I'm singing your song, but you don't hear the music and you don't see the sight. You're just a memory that used to be mine. Used to be mine, only mine. The curtains are heavy, the wine is still red, but the words that we live by are finally did. I'm wrapped in the silence of this empty room, tracing the patterns of a midwinter gloom. I run my hand over your side of the bed and hear all the whispers of things that you said. It's soft to the touch, but it's heavy to hold. A beautiful story that's turned into mold. I'm dressed in the shadows of who we were then, waiting for us to happen again. But the fabric is thick and the air is so thin, and I'm losing the battle I'm trapped within. It's a velvet loneliness, smooth and so deep, a secret that only a broken heart keeps. It's a rich kind of hollow, a dark shade of blue, wrapped in the memory of losing you. I'm sinking in luxury, drowning in grace, searching for light in this hollowed out space. It's soft on the surface, but it's cutting me through. Living in velvet loneliness without you. The candles are burning, the wax starts to weep over a promise I tried so hard to keep. I see your ghost dancing in the corner of my eye, in a gown made of starlight and a permanent sigh. Why does the pain feel so elegant now, like a crown of thorns on a sweating brow? I'm surrounded by beauty, I'm surrounded by gold, but I've never felt quite this gray and this old. I'm dressed in the shadows of who we were then, waiting for us to happen again. But the fabric is thick and the air is so thin, and I'm losing the battle I'm trapped within. It's a velvet loneliness, smooth and so deep, a secret that only a broken heart keeps. It's a rich kind of hollow, a dark shade of blue, wrapped in the memory of losing you. I'm sinking in luxury, drowning in grace, searching for light in this hollowed out space. It's soft on the surface, but it's cutting me through. Living in velvet loneliness without you. Tear down the drapes and let in the glare of a world that's forgotten. I'm even still there. I'd rather have thorns and a handful of sand than the feel of this velvet slipping through my hair. Velvet loneliness, soft as a grape. Velvet loneliness, nothing to say. I'm fading to black in a room full of light, lost in the velvet of one more night without you. Just the blue, just the velvet. The clouds are heavy with the secrets we kept, in the hollow of the pillow where the promises slept. I'm standing on the pavement as the sky begins to gray, watching every always simply wash itself out. Hey, hear the rhythm on the roof of the car, a lonely percussion for how far apart we are. I thought I heard you whisper in the static of the storm, calling out my name just to keep the memory warm. But the thunder is a liar, and the lightning is a ghost, chasing down the version of you I needed the most. I'm reaching for a hand that's dissolving in the mist, drowning in the echo of a mouth I haven't kissed. It's just voices in the rain, calling out in vain, a beautiful distortion of a deep and jagged pain. I'm listening for your footsteps in every falling drop, waiting for the bleeding of this broken heart to stop. Are you really speaking, or am I losing my mind to the liquid of the texture that you left behind? Every tear is a river, every street is a drain, and I'm haunted by the voices in the rain. I found your umbrella in the back of the hall, a yellow reminder of the way we used to fall. I walked out to the corner where we had our last fight, but the street lamps are blurring in the middle of the night. The splashing of your tires sounds like don't let me go, but the water is the only thing that's putting on a show. I'm shivering in denim, I'm soaked to the bone, in a world that's gotten much too quiet and alone. Yeah, the thunder is a liar, and the lightning is a ghost, chasing down the version of you I needed the most. I'm reaching for a hand that's dissolving in the mist, drowning in the echo of a mouth I haven't kissed. It's just voices in the rain, calling out in vain, a beautiful distortion of a deep and jagged pain. I'm listening for your footsteps in every falling drop, waiting for the bleeding of this broken heart to stop. Are you really speaking, or am I losing my mind to the liquid of the texture that you left behind? Every tear is a river, every street is a drain, and I'm haunted by the voices in the rain. I stand here forever. If the sky would keep talking, I'd follow the sound if I knew where you were walking. But the clouds are moving on and the air is getting dry, leaving me with nothing but a clear and empty sky. Voices in the rain, fading out slow. Voices in the rain, nowhere to go. The storm is finally over, and the silence is a stain. I'm still listening for your voices in the rain. Just the rain, just the rain. I found a copper coin in my pocket today, the one I was saving to throw in the bay. Back when our luck was a wildfire glow, and we had 1,000 more miles left to go. I stood at the edge where the water meets stone, just a shadow of us standing here all alone. I held it so tight that it burned in my palm, a tiny metallic and heartbreaking palm. The sky is a bruise of a deep violet light, and I'm still chasing ghosts in the middle of flight. I closed both my eyes and I whispered your name, but the wind and the water don't feel quite the same. It's a wasted wish on a Friday night, a prayer sent up to a dead satellite. I'm throwing my heart in a bottomless well, with a story that I'm not allowed to tell. Every if only and what could have been is sinking through ripples and wearing so thin. I'm wishing for back when your hand was in mine, but I'm just wasting a wish and a moment of time. There's a star in the east that we used to call ours. Now it's just one of a billion in different powers. I asked it to bring back the sound of your key, the way that you used to look over at me. But the silence is heavy and the gravity's real, and stars don't care much about how I might feel. I'm blowing out candles on a cake for one, waiting for damage that's already been done. The sky is a bruise of a deep violet light, and I'm still chasing ghosts in the middle of flight. I closed both my eyes and I whispered your name, but the wind and the water don't feel quite the same. It's a wasted wish on a Friday night, a prayer sent up to a dead satellite. I'm throwing my heart in a bottomless well, with a story that I'm not allowed to tell. Every if only and what could have been is sinking through ripples and wearing so thin. I'm wishing for back when your hand wasn't mine, but I'm just wasting a wish and a moment of time. I should have wished for the strength to let go, to stop looking back at the end of the show, to wish for a map that could lead me away from the ghost of the us that I'm begging to stay. Wasted wish, sinking down deep. Wasted wish, a promise to keep the coin at the sand, and the water went still, and I'm standing here hollow against my own will, just a wish. Wasted on you. I watch you pick the flowers for a different kind of vase. I saw the way the sunlight found a home across your face, but you weren't looking my way. You were staring at the door, waiting for a heartbeat that you love a little more. I've been the steady shadow, I've been the quiet hand, building you a kingdom on a shifting plot of sand. I know your favorite coffee and the way you take your tea, but I'm the shoulder that you cry on when he breaks your heart in two. I'm the one who mends the pieces just to give them back to you. I'm the almost and the maybe, I'm the always standing by while I'm drowning in the silence of a long and lonely way. Why not me? Why not the one who stayed in the middle of the wreckage that the other lovers made? I've got a heart that's vintage, I've got a love that's true, but I'm just a silver medal in a world that's gold for you. Is my kindness just a curtain's my devotion just a ghost, when I'm the one who's been here when you needed it the most? Yeah, the question's getting heavy and the answer's hard to see in the middle of the hymn. Baby, why not me? You're talking about his potential and the way he makes you laugh. Well, I'm just a silent witness to the better looking half. I've memorized your stories and I've memorized your fears. I've been the only bucket for 1,000 salty tears. If I were just a stranger, would you see me in the light instead of just the safety of a long and weary night? I'm a book you've already read, a song you've already sung, but I'm the only letter where the rungs haven't been swung. I'm the shoulder that you cry on when he breaks your heart in two. I'm the one who mends the pieces just to give them back to you. I'm the almost and the maybe, I'm the always standing by while I'm drowning in the silence of a long and lonely way. Why not me? Why not the one who stayed in the middle of the wreckage that the other lovers made? I've got a heart that's vintage, I got a love that's true, but I'm just a silver medal in a world that's cold for you. Is my kindness just a curtain? Is my devotion just a ghost when I'm the one who's been here when you needed it the most? Yeah, the question's getting heavy and the answer's hard to see. In the middle of the hymn, baby, why not me? I'm tired of being the best friend, I'm tired of being kind, I'm tired of being the person that you're happy to leave behind. I'd rather be the villain, I'd rather be the spark than the lonely little candle that you leave out in the dark. Why not me? The party's getting thin. Why not me? I'm never gonna win. I'll just put on my jacket and I'll walk out to the car and wonder why the us is always just a little too far. Why not me? Just once. Why not me? The sun hit the floorboards at 9:45, in the exact same spot where you stood back then. I'm walking through sunlight that feels like a ghost, haunting the corners where I loved you the most. I try to scrub your name from the dust on the glass, but I'm just watching the ghosts of our memories pass. The coffee is bitter, the morning is white, and there's nowhere for a broken spirit to hide. The clock on the mantle is ticking too loud, chasing the silver right out of the cloud. I'm reaching for a hand that's been gone for a year, drowning in the echo of a name I still hear. I'm living in yesterday's shadow today, in a world that's turned to permanent shade of gray. You're the outline of light on a bedroom door, The dial tone is humming like a final flatline note. I'm choking on the stay with me that's frozen in my throat. I watched you take the Polaroids and throw them in the fire, watching every memory climb a little bit higher. I try to find a loophole or a reason to believe, but you're wearing that expression that means it's time to leave. The gas tank's on empty in the corners of your eyes, but now I only see the cold and empty winter skies. I'm reaching for a miracle, I'm begging for a sign, but I'm standing on the wrong side of a permanent line. There's zero chance left, the math is finally done. I'm staring at the barrel of a cold and empty gun. No more what if scenarios, I try one more time. I'm just a lonely rhythm in a song that doesn't rhyme. The door is locked from the outside and the bridge is in the sea, and there isn't any version where you're coming back to me. It's absolute zero, a total kind of theft, knowing in my spirit there's zero chance left. To hear your voice breathe, but I know that kind of mercy is just a short reprieve. You've already changed the passwords and you already moved on. I'm still stuck here waiting for a long forgotten dawn. How do I stop fighting when the war's already lost? When I'm standing in the wreckage and I'm counting up the cost. I used to find them maybe in the corners of your eyes, but now I only see the cold and empty winter skies. I'm reaching for a miracle, I'm begging for a sign, but I'm standing on the wrong side of a permanent line. There's zero chance left, the math is finally done. I'm staring at the barrel of a cold and empty gun. No more what if scenarios, I'll try one more time. I'm just a lonely rhythm in a song that doesn't rhyme. The door is locked from the outside and the bridge is in the sea, and there isn't any version where you're coming back to me. It's absolute zero, a total kind of theft, knowing in my spirit there's zero chance left. Not a 1% hope, not a flicker in the gray, just a vacuum of silence that's pulling me away. I take a hey you or a never, just to feel